Alright, morning guys. Now it's 8 a.m. and today is a big day because I'm flying back home to Shanghai from Hong Kong. So I want to record this journey because hopefully I will only have to experience this for this once in my entire life. It's getting annoying because it's steam on my goggle. Well, okay, so my flight will departure at 9:55, and I just went through the the security check, and now I'm at the waiting area for boarding. I still have 1 hour and 15 minutes to go. So what I know that is ahead of me is that for sure I'm gonna take 14 days of quarantine, even if I'm just traveling within China, from Hong Kong to mainland. But I still need to take 14 days of quarantine and centrally in a hotel. So I'm not allowed to quarantine at home. And then during my quarantine 14 days, I'm gonna take I think 2 or 3 times of testing, just to make sure that constantly checked well and negative. And after 14 days I'm allowed to go back home, and I'm gonna stay with my parents apparently for Chinese New Year, and for 2 weeks, and then I'll come back to Hong Kong and take another 14 day of quarantine at home. So in total I'm gonna take 2 weeks of holiday but 4 weeks of quarantine. I know it sounds quite annoying, but I mean, this time of the year is Chinese New Year, so I'm definitely gonna go back home. But one unfortunate thing is that the traveling restriction within mainland is even more strict than traveling from Hong Kong to Shanghai. Like, I do not need to have the negative testing result in order to fly. But within mainland, if you want to cross province, like in my case, I wanted to visit back, or that's something I actually always do every year in the past, is that me and my parents will go back to my grandparents' place, which is so Shanghai is in the south of China, and my grandparents' place is in northern China, where I grew up actually. So every year during Chinese New Year, then me and my parents would travel from Shanghai to my grandparents' place. That's like across 2/3 of the China. So that means we're gonna cross the province, and currently at this moment, actually 2 days or 1 day ago, Chinese government sent out a policy that if you want to travel across the province, that you need to have a negative testing result within the past 7 days. And each province obviously can have its own policy, so it's really uncertain, so many uncertainties. So it's very highly likely that if we would go from Shanghai to my grandparents' place this year, I probably would need to take some additional days of quarantine out of the 14 days of quarantine I will already take in Shanghai. And when I come back to Shanghai from my grandparents' place, it's likely that I'm gonna take another quarantine, required by the Shanghai local government. So there are just too many uncertainties. If I was still a student, then I actually did not care at all. But since I'm working, then I have this limitation of my annual leave that I can only take for the maximum for this year. So due to this uncertainty, unfortunately, I'm gonna spend my Chinese New Year with my parents only in Shanghai and my grandparents alone back home, which made me very sad 2 days ago when my dad told me this. But obviously, I totally understand. But it's still a sad moment that I haven't been back home for 1 year. I was supposed to be back home last Christmas, but again, the situation back then was not any better, so I canceled that plan and staying in Hong Kong by myself for 2 weeks. It was a little bit sad, but I made most out of it. I went hiking like once every 2 days, so that was okay. And but right now for Chinese New Year, I definitely would not miss it. So that's why I decided to still go back to stay with my parents, even though we cannot be united as entire big family with my grandparents. But it's still a good thing to have, especially during this tough time. I think that I definitely need some family moment, after spending the entire year or more than 1 year alone here in Hong Kong during the tough time of the pandemic. And I'm really excited to what's gonna happen ahead, even though I'm gonna stay 14 days alone in the hotel. But I'm still feeling excited because I do not need to cook at least, so I have more free time on my hand, besides working. Then I do not need to cook. I have more time to work out at hotel, to watch some TVs, and to read some books, to just relax. Relax. After all, we all need to relax. It's a magical thing to do. Well, anyway, so be ready, and let's see. I'm gonna let you guys to witness every single thing I'm gonna experience after I land in Shanghai. So be ready of that. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing this N95 mask, and obviously my face is a little bit too chubby for it, so you will see this, but who cares, right? So I just want to quickly show you guys what I have for the travel during this special time. So passport, pen, obviously the essentials these days, hand sanitizer, some alcohol wipes. I have a lot, just in case. Okay, what about here? Right, the thing is, my dad sent me a lot of protection things, like the mask I'm wearing, the K95. This is pretty a good one. So he sent me 3, and I haven't been using it. So today's the first time I use it. And this is my some of my glasses, my wallet, and my chargers at bottom, and headset coming to work. And this one is the big baby because it's my protection suit. So it's like, it's the one you see on television or in hospital where the healthcare workers wear, like a jumpsuit or protection suit. So my dad sent me one, and I'm still thinking whether to wear that on the flight. I was planning to do so, but look around, literally no one. Even it's still around 1 hour to go until we on board. But yeah, I still have time to think. What do you think? I don't know. I just feel quite. Well, if first thing is there won't be too many people on board, so I'm thinking whether that's necessary. And on the other hand, if other people are not wearing it and I will be the only one wearing it, then it looks pretty strange and scary to others. If I just wrap myself from head to toe in a white protection suit, I don't know. I still have time to think. You will see later whether I wear that or not. Okay. Alright, so this is the normal disposable mask. I think I'm gonna use that when I'm landing Shanghai. And yeah, normal days when I go out, I need to wear one. Definitely, this is my laptop for work. I think that's it. Light travel, right? Oh, I have a big checked-in luggage, and it's already gone. Within that, there would be some food that I bring back home, and some books, clothes, yeah, just the essentials. So yeah, I'm traveling light this time, which I'm feeling very good. Another funny thing in the bag I forgot to tell you. You see what it is? It's cucumbers. It's so weird, I know. There are like 3 in my bag. The reason why I have cucumber in my bag is because I bought it. I bought too much for my dinner in the past week. And since I'll be gone for 1 month, obviously I cannot leave them in my fridge and rot. So I just pack it in my bag. And I thought, it's good to have some fresh vegetables in my quarantine hotel because I'm not sure what food I will get. So let's see if the Shanghai custom will let me enter the city with 2 fresh cucumbers in my bag. Quick update. I eventually wear the protection suit, so I look like this. Feels so safe.